Hi everyone, Colleen here. I just want to show you a little box that I made that fits 6 to 8 cards in it. It's using the laminate that I showed you at the beginning of when I first started doing my blogs. I thought I'd better do something to show you how it works. So that's the lid, and I've just put it together with some glue dots. And then I've just got 4 cards. This is a class that I've taught, and the ladies just loved making these. It's just using the new Charlotte paper range and the thin cuts to cut out all the little cards. I'm going to show you how to make the cards, and this one here is a little bit different. This one opens up like that. It's called a split front card, which I thought was really pretty, and I'm just going to show you how to make the box with the lid today so that it'll fit the cards. As you can see, you can fit quite a few in there if you don't have them too bulky. And then with the ribbon, it just slides on and off. So you just place one end on there, pull the other end around, flick it up over the edge and straighten it up, and there we have a really nice little gift to give somebody for Mother's Day, or even you could even do one up like this for Christmas and have Christmas cards in it as a gift to somebody who has everything. What do you give them? A gift of cards. So yeah, so what I'm going to show you today, this is what I did up for my ladies in class with the pictures, the information on how to make it, plus the cutting guide on the back. I'm thinking of selling the kits online. If anyone's interested, just send me an email through, and I'll work out how much it will cost to get to you. So yeah, so let's get started. First of all, I've already pre-done all the acetate, is what I call it now. It's just the laminate sheets that you put through the laminator without anything in them, and they make a nice, they're quite flexible, and it makes a nice little lid to go on anything, or a window to go in any box or that. And, oh excuse me, that measures, now this is the tricky bit, this measures 8 and 1/16 and 6 and 9/16. Now the 1/16 is the tiny little mark, just, oh hang on a minute, it's that, oh gosh, it's really hard to show you, it's that little mark right there just after the 8, and the 6.5 is the 9/16 is that little one right there for the lid. The lid just needs to be fractionally larger than the box itself so that it will all fit together. Now our box is 8 inches by 9.5. We're going to be doing the double scoring again, because that's my favourite way of doing boxes now. It just gives it a more solid base, so that's what that'll look like. So let's get crack-a-lackin'. So let's bring our scoreboard in, and we'll do our base first. Now our base needs to be scored at 3 3/4 of an inch by 1 3/4 inches. And we need to do that on all 4 sides, and that'll give us a big enough space to put 5.5 by 4.25 inch cards plus their envelopes, and the box itself is actually 1 inch deep, so that's that bit there. Now for the lid, now you need to be a little bit stronger in the hand, and we're going to score that at 1 inch. And it will take a little bit to do. You may want to do it a couple of times just so that you can get a fairly deep groove in it. You need to be firm but gentle. And it's not a hard box to make, but it's just, like I said, it makes such a nice gift. I'm going to give mine to my mum for Mother's Day. There we are, we'll put that out of the way now, we've finished. Now we will cut this one first, because it's probably the hardest to see. Where the grooves are, just cut into the first score line. I don't know how well you can see that. Yes, love. Sorry about that, I'm back again now. Got the grandson here. Right, so we're just going to cut up the line and then just cut in, do little notching Oh gosh, I can't grab hold of that. And notch on the other side. Just stuff up. I don't know if you can. Oh, there you can see the line through there. Oh, this it's just so sticky. So cut up. Cut the little wedges out. Oh gosh. Oh, I made a mincemeat of that one. Cut up. Cut the wedge. I promise you it will look fantastic when you're finished. Move that poor thing out of the way. Now what we're going to do, it's still the same deal. Always fold away from where you've scored. I always find it's easier to cut and then press with your bone folder, because you really want crisp edges on this. There we go. Fold this one over. And then we'll do this one. Oh, gosh. And then we will take our little corner pieces and bring them in. So that's why you need to make sure that your lines are really quite firm. Now we're going to take some glue dots. Now I'm using the large ones. On the other one I use the smaller ones, but it doesn't really matter. And we're going to place one there. Oh gosh, I'm making this look hard. One there. And I think I might even put a third one on. I want it to be quite secure. So I've got 3 glue dots. The little ones probably look nicer, but I have actually run out. There we are. So that is how that'll sit there. The smaller ones are better, but like I said, I've run out. So if you've got little ones, knock yourself out. So put one there, one on here, and one on there. Push it back in, bring it round. That's good. I've tried other different ways of sealing this up, and I found that the glue dots work the best out of all of them. So we'll do that again. One on the end, one on that side, and then one there. So that when it goes in, and line up that edge so that you get that nice square corner on it. You can come back and pinch it all later, and that'll make it all sit nice and flat too. So one there, one there, and one here. Oh gosh, I've gone over the edge again. It's alright, tuck it in. There we go. So that's how we get it. Like I said, the smaller glue dots are much better, but needs must. So that's our lid all prepped. If you find that it's sticking out a little bit, just go through and just press those edges a bit more, and you'll find that it will actually make the lid sit squarer. So we'll put that aside for a minute, and we'll bring in our box. Now we're going to burnish and fold all our score lines. I find that it needs a stronger tape for a box, so your tape runner just doesn't quite have enough strength to hold this into place, so I have a tendency to use a wider tape to do this with. So that's all done. Now to cut it. So we're going to cut straight down here, V in there, and V in that one too. Oh gosh, cut that off, cut that off. And then we're going to put little V's just a little notch in there. That just helps the box shut. So I'll do it all and then I'll show you what it looks like. So straight cut first, because you always want this edge to be straight. Notch it in, cut up, notch that bit out there, cut this bit off, and then give it some little notching. So cut up. Notch just to that first score line. Cut it in, notch off. I mean, you can, if you think you know what you're doing, you can already notch before you do anything else. I quite often do that, but I thought not everyone might get what I'm doing. And here's our last one. So if you know what you're doing, you can just cut to there, cut up to that score line, notch it into there, cut the bottom off, and then notch out those two corners there. And there we are, that's what it needs to look like. So on the back of the picture here, that's what it looks like. All of those are cut out, and there's your little tabs. So there's your 4 little tabs, and your side and your top and your bottom piece. So now what we will do is we're going to add some tape to our 4 little tabs, and this is the tape I like to use. Just add a piece on. Doesn't matter how big it is, because this bit's going to be held inside by the other edges, by the edges of the box. I used to be pedantic and put it everywhere, and then I realised I didn't need to. Rightio. So then we'll flip it over, and then we're going to add the tape to these edges. Now we do need to put these right across, because this is going to hold the whole box into place. Just lay it on, trim that off, and those bits are done. Now what we're going to do first is, the sides that the tabs are on, I always peel these and stick them down first so they're out of the way. Like that. Then I bring up the little tabs, remove the sticky from there, and then I bring that up to line up with that edge. So that's where your straight line's crucial there. That one can go up in there. So there's the end of your box done. Flip these little tabs in. Bring them up. Stick them down, and then remove the tape from these edges and push them down, and they fit over the top of the tab, which holds the tab down in place. My lighting's not very good today because it's quite early in the morning and the sun's hitting the room at the wrong angle, so I've had to shut the blind. There we are. So that's your little box. There's your lid that should fit on hopefully perfectly. If not, I'll be doing this video again. Oh, come on, go on there, I know you want to. There we are. And then when we go to tie our ribbon on, you try and measure it out so it's equal, and you bring one side up and around and hold it. Bring that side up and around. Then try and make sure that they're, oh my gosh, this is just beyond me. Right here. So it's like, oh, I've got that so twisted. There we are. Hold your finger there and tie it into a double knot. And then turn that into a bow, which is not going to be a pretty one, I can tell you now, because it's beyond me today. And then we'll get a pair of scissors. Hopefully these will work. Nope. Got too much gunk on them. And my daughter's nicked the other pair. There we are. And that's your little box, just like that, that holds those lovely cards. So there. So over the next couple of weeks I'm going to show you how to make the rest of the cards that fit inside this box. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Till next time, thanks for watching. Bye for now.